The vows, I think those are always the biggest things that people want to ask you. How could you possibly live this, and that? And so I think, the vows of, that we profess, which are, poverty, chastity, and obedience. Looking at poverty, I kind of usually have to laugh, and my family, when I professed it publicly, kind of chuckled because, I didn't grow up in a poverty-stricken environment growing up. My parents had me much later, so, I was brought up quite differently than my two oldest brothers, definitely. And so I think, really simplifying has been a challenge for me. But, it's also been a blessing, and it's really changed priorities a great deal. Chastity, I think, in today's society, we are a very sexual driven society. And, I think the minute you say that word, that's where you go to. And I have a big problem with that, because what that means to me really is intimacy. And that's far beyond the physical intimacy of that definition of that word. And it's really that nurturing the relationships and entering into the human joys and the human struggles and the light and the darkness that we all experience in life. And that is part of that vow for me, is really taking this journey with my sisters in that non-physical sense, but having that deep bond and that love and that care and that intimacy that we can have in taking this journey of mystery together, and not have the other kind of societal view of that, oh, you're just no longer going to be physically with a person, to a whole different level. And I think that that's part of the vow that goes very understated. Obedience, first and foremost, I'm obedient to God. Obedient to the will of God, to the callings that I'm called to. When I'm in prayer and I'm truly open and I'm truly listening and I'm being pulled and called to a certain way, there is a form of obedience there to say yes to that, and to be open to that, and to risk and to challenge and to grow and to step outside the box. And, but first and foremost, it is truly being obedient to what God is saying to me at any given time in my life, even in my darkest moments, when there are times when I feel like God just kind of took a little vacation, and stepping back and just showing up. I had a mentor, Sister Cack, who was a wonderful challenge to me, a very difficult challenge, but a wonderful challenge. And she said, just keep showing up, keep showing up. And that's what I do. I keep showing up to that prayer, even when I find that difficult to do, to try to be quiet and to try to listen and to see and to hear and to incorporate what God's asking of me, and what God's calling me to and challenging me to. And that's about the biggest obedience that I could define.